Hi everyone, and here we come with the next round in the FIFA 2026 World Cup, previewing groups G and H, Golf Hotel. Group G, we have the favourites obviously for the group: Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. And in Group H, we have Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay, or Uruguay, depends how you want to say it. Now I must remember that my flags are backwards because of... So first up we have Belgium, Belgique. Egypt, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get them the right way around because I don't want to offend anybody. I'm hoping this is the right way around, which will be obviously the Iranian flag, and now the New Zealand flag. You can tell the difference between New Zealand and Australia because New Zealand have red stars, Australia have white. Also, New Zealand, they're all from Lord of the Rings, and Australia, they're all playing with balls and chains. Oops, political point. Ooh. Right, Belgium. They might not be the favourites in this group now. Their players are starting to get a bit older, but I think they're the favourites in this group. They got the experience of Kevin De Bruyne, Courtois, Romelu Lukaku, and Jeremy Doku. Anything less than round 16, I think, will be a bit of a failure for these because they really do expect to go through. And Belgium are 33 to 1 to win the trophy, 14 to 1 to make the final. Then we have Egypt. Now, Egypt have got Mo Salah. How many of you can name any more Egypt players? I don't think I could either. But he's coming to the end of his career. He's retired from Liverpool. He's only got 1 or 2 years left. One man can't make a team, but one man can influence it. So let's hope Egypt can upset the apple cart. But the bookies have them at 300 to 1 to win the tournament and 66 to 1 just to make the final. They're going to be expected, or they'll be hoping to get through. Even at 300 to 1 and 66 to 1, they'll be hoping to get through at least the round of 32. Because Iran have never made it out of any group stage in their previous 6 World Cups. Iran are 500 to 1 to win the cup and 150 for the final. But I say Iran have never made it out of the round 32. But then again, there's only ever been, 48 teams. We're now at 64, so there's a better chance. And Iran coming up against Egypt be a close one. And finally in the group, we got New Zealand, who are 1,500 to 1 to win the cup and 300 to 1 to make the final. Now, New Zealand have become World Cup regulars now, as they hope to push for the knockouts, because obviously it's now been expanded to from 48 to 64 teams. 84. My brain's gone to sleep. It's been expanded to 48 teams. I apologise. In the first game, Belgium face Egypt. Now, Belgium are 8 to 13 to win, so basically 3/4. And the draw is 27 to 10, so almost 3 to 1. And for Egypt to win, they're 19 to 5. They've made these odds up really so close, which is basically 4 to 1. Iran against New Zealand. Iran are 17 to 20, which is almost evens. For a draw, 11 to 5. And then New Zealand are 3 to 1 to win the first game. But then again, personally, I wouldn't count New Zealand out. Iran's not the greatest team, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Now on to Group H. First, we have Spain, España. And second, we have, now I'm hoping this is the right way around, Cape Verde, or Cape Verde, depends how you want to say it. And then we have good old Saudi Arabia. And finally, Uruguay. Two good teams and two, won't be cannon fodder, but two, let's be honest, not the best teams. Spain can expect to go all the way. They are the favourites to win the cup. And personally, I think they probably could. But as I've said previously, keep your eyes out for the Netherlands. Spain are 9-2 to win the World Cup. So that's 4.5 to 1. And 9-4 to make the final. So that's 2 and a bit. Cape Verde are even bigger odds than Leicester City were to win the World Cup, than Leicester City were to win the Premier League. 2,000 to 1. And only 400 to 1 to make the final. Personally, I think you can add another 0 on both of those. They're only there to, because, you know, one of the smallest clubs that's going to be countries in it. So, and then we have Saudi Arabia at 1,000 to 1 to win the cup and 250 to 1 to make the final. And Uruguay, or Uruguay, depends how you want to say it, 80 to 1 to win and 22 to 1 to make the final. Spain expect to go all the way, but there are some fitness concerns over their players. Rodri, will he be back to his best? Lamela, Nico Williams are likely to play. All those questions, positive, but they still will be the team to beat. Marco Bielsa's tenure at Uruguay has been a bumpy ride, the same as it was when he was at Leeds, really. I wonder if he's been caught spying there. I wonder if they're Southampton or so. Anyway, I digress. They've got lofty ambitions, though they can no longer rely on Edison Cavani, Luis Suarez, because neither of those have made the final 26 squad. So Gum Shield sales will be down this year. Saudi have made an impact at the World Cup because they upset Argentina in 2022, which was a big surprise. And that's the thing, as I say, it's 11 against 11 comes out. And this is why we have the great fun with the FA Cup. Now, the Green Falcons haven't progressed and haven't changed coach in a few years ago. It's hard to see them pulling off any major changes. Cape Verde, the World Cup debutants, are firm underdogs in a very tough group. The game against the Saudis represent the chance for a moment to remember. So they could beat the Saudis. Cape Verde might get their first win, and it's the only one they're going to get. Spain against Cape Verde, as you would expect, the odds for Spain to win are 1 to 18. So basically you put 18 quid on and you win £1. For a draw is 19 to 2, so that's 9.5 to 1. Could happen. Stranger things have happened. As I said, Saudi beat Argentina 4 years ago. So, and for Cape Verde are 22 to 1 to win. Saudi Arabia against Uruguay. Saudi are 23 to 4, which is almost 6 to 1. And for a draw is 29 to 10, so that's 3 to 1. With Uruguay 11 to 25. I've never heard that before, but they seem to be making up new numbers, which is basically just over 2 to 1 for Uruguay to win. So it'd be worth a bet there for Uruguay if you want to flutter. Have a great day. Tomorrow I'll be back with I and J, and then on Wednesday I'll be back with the England groups. See you soon.